It's a beautiful day here in Southern California. The rain has stopped. What could be better? I guess episode 94 of Royally Quacked. Welcome back, hockey fans. Hey, Coach. How
Welcome
are you?
back. I'm good. It sucks that I'm on call again. So we'll see what happens.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I only had to work one day this last week, so it was a beautiful Christmas. Had the family. It was wonderful.
Yes. We hope everyone else had a very great Christmas like we did. Great food. I demolished your chicken raw rice soup yesterday for lunch.
I had it for lunch, and Mom had it for lunch yesterday.
Yeah, Christina had it for dinner, like a late night snack. And I thought somebody else got into it. I'm like, hey, I told nobody else can get into this. And then Marianne's like, no, it was your wife. I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. Well, because I got it for us. I would have been mad if I didn't.
So what'd you think? Was it pretty good?
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Like I even ate the Tupperware. It was that good.
What's funny is I was thinking, I got Mom that chicken shredder thing. I go,
Yeah.
that would be so much easier than cutting it. And so mom comes in, she goes, hey, have you thought about shredding the chicken? And I go, well, I had, and that was like, okay, it's cemented. So I got it cooked,
Yeah.
shredded it, put it in the soup, and I thought that's going to be a go-to from now on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of my best batches, I thought. So
I 100% agree. It was one of your best batches.
Yeah, so.
But no, I hope everyone had a great Christmas. If you have any Ducks or Kings related gifts, put it in the chat and let us know. Like for me, I got my my new Ducks mug.
I did not bring my Kings mug out.
Shame.
I think it might be in the dishwasher because I know I left it out in the living room, and then when I went back to look for it wasn't there, and then I forgot to look for it.
Yeah,
I should have had that this morning.
What else did I get Ducks related? Or let's see, what else did I get Ducks related? I think that was it, really Ducks related stuff.
Well, I got something really good.
Well, tell us, what did you get?
I get to go on January 3rd to, crypto.com is what it's really called, but I still like Staples Center. And I get to go with my two sons to watch the Kings against the Wild. And what's wild about that is...
no pun intended.
Yeah. Yes, it was intended, but that's okay. I get to go see Quinn Hughes play, which I've never seen Quinn Hughes play.
All right, we got a couple. We got GKL Triplets says hi, and they liked and subscribed. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Speaking of subscribing, right now we are at 86 subscribers. I mean, maybe 87 with GKL Triplets subscribing, but we're 13 away from our goal, and we're less than a week away. Help us get there, please. Help us get to the 100 subscribers before New Year's. That's the goal. Yeah. Tell your family, tell your friends, text them, call them, smoke signals, anything. Morse code if you know how to do Morse code.
Even with the little can and the string where you can talk across, however you can get it out, we'd appreciate it. Yeah. The other thing is we have reached out to some of our Kings friends, and maybe
I've only reached out to one so far.
Okay. Maybe we'll get to actually meet them in person.
That's the main thing I want to
do. And here's the other thing. We'll be there, guys. Reach out to us. I don't know if we want to put exactly where we're setting.
To be honest, I'm not as familiar with Staples Center as I am with the Pond. I mean, obviously.
Oh, much love from Rhode Island.
Yeah. Hey, Rhode Island. I love it.
Wow, love it. Thanks. We appreciate that. Much love back.
Yes. If anyone knows any good meeting spots to do at Staples Center, maybe we could do like a little meetup during one of the intermissions. And like I said, I got plenty of stickers, still. We can give out some stickers. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. My house sadly burned down. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, yeah, that's sad.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, if I don't know any good meeting spots, but if anyone knows, like, let me message us and let us know, and we can do a little meetup or just walk around, or if you see us, say hi, and everything. That would be great. It would be nice to see, like, if we have any fans.
Oh, I'm sure we have a few.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think. Yeah, but so when I bought those tickets for you, that was before the Jesse Cohn interview, and that was obviously well before the Quinn Hughes trade. So I bought those tickets before we talked to Jesse and before the whole trade, and then just after talking to him, it made everything a lot better. So,
Well,
but are you ready to get into some news?
Sure.
I'll let you go first since you have so much.
Well, Mark Bergevin is leaving the Kings organization and joining the Buffalo Sabres as their associate GM. Now, when you think about that, he's leaving to go to Buffalo.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, remember they fired Kevin Adams last week.
So he wants to get the main job.
Yeah, so right now Jarmo Kekalainen is now in charge there. He was the GM of Columbus before.
Right. Yeah, for a long time.
Yeah, for a very long time there.
Yeah.
So
well, I wish him the best of luck, Obviously, sometimes a move like that is what is necessary to get where you want to go. Now, some better news. Newell Brown no longer solely responsible for the power play scheme and decision making. Jim Hiller now involved in the process. Well, what I can't understand is why he wasn't in the he's the head coach. He should have been in that process before. And if you remember right, when they brought Hiller in, it was for the power play, and we had like the second or third best power play that season. So maybe that will do something, because getting above 2 goals seems to be very rare in the Kings repertoire this season. I would certainly like to see it totally improve. I mean, with everything that's going on, Kopi retiring after this year, where are we going to go? What are we going to do? How's it going to look? Yeah. Is Holland going to do some magic at the trade deadline? Or are we going to go into, a big retool or a total rebuild? I mean, I'm curious, because I don't get anything from them except that they're still trying to think that we're a Stanley Cup contender, and the way we're playing, that's just not going to happen. We might be in a playoff, but we can't go too far with the way we've been playing. So, let us know how you guys feel, Kings fans, about that. I mean, I've been a Kings fan for 67 years. No, not 67 years. 57 years. Maybe even 58. I think it was 9 when I really started getting into the Kings. So, anyways, and that's all the Kings news. I do have some prospect news about the World Juniors, but we'll let Cody go do his Kings thing or his Ducks things first.
Wow.
Yeah.
My Ducks.
You can do.
Right. I can do both. So first bit of news is the Wild Wing statue at the pond is being moved temporarily. So while they're doing construction for OC Vibe, they are moving the Wild Wing statue. I believe it's going just right across the street to where that train station is. And I believe that's where the team store is now too, while they're doing construction. I don't think I know for sure the Wild Wing statue is getting moved over there, just right across the street. So it's not going far. Of course, I don't know how far that thing can go. It's probably heavy as hell.
Yeah. That's going to be a crane.
Yeah.
You need a crane to move stuff like that.
Oh yeah. And the next bit of news is Ross Johnston has been fined $2,864.58, the maximum allowable under the CBA, for sucker punching Seattle's Ty Carte.
Does anybody find it funny that the maximum allowed is $2,864.58? We couldn't have rounded that up to $2,865.
Yeah, I know.
Or $3,000. I mean, these guys make tons of money. That's not a big penalty when you're making millions of dollars.
Yeah, I think it's not really. They go by percentage of cap hit of what they make, and that's what it comes out to. But I agree. Why not just make it 2,850? Boom, done. Or
there you go.
Or 2,800 exactly. Do you think the NHL is really going to be hurting after the $64.58?
Yeah, it depends on how many of those you dole out every year. It could add up.
Yeah, or just put the $64.58 to like the pizza fund or the pizza party fund or something.
Yeah, they're gonna go to what, Shakey's or
I highly doubt the NHL or them are going to go to Shakey's for that. And then we got Glenn in the chat. What's up, guys? What's up, Big Glenn? Part of the Elite Sports and Entertainment Network. Next up on the Ducks news is David Pagnotta thinks that the Ducks are in a position to have pieces to make a move for a player of Jordan Kyrou's caliber. I would love to see Kyrou as a Duck. There's another Blue who I'd rather have a lot more than Kyrou. But I would definitely take Kyrou, depending on the trade package.
Mm-hmm.
But there's one other Duck player I would like a little bit more. It would be Robert Thomas is one I would like a little bit more of. But I think Kyrou would be a very good 2C to have behind Carlson. I think either Kyrou or Thomas would be a great 2C to have behind Carlson. I think that would really help the Ducks out, especially since both of them are locked up for years too. So, and you already know they got playoff experience and everything. So, I want to know what everyone thinks about that. Tell me what you guys think. Should the Ducks go after Kyrou or Robert Thomas? I want to hear it in the chat. Next bit, more trades speculations is Ryan Strome's name has been out there on the trade market per David Pagnotta again. So, what do you guys think about this? Like, I'm kind of shocked, but not shocked that his name is out there. I think it's more like a cap thing. I mean, because with everything going on with, we got Paling, we got Granlund, McTavish, Carlson. Our center depth is pretty, good. And that's what Strome is. He's a center. So, like I said, I like Strome as a player and a person. I think he's a great player. Someone like great third line center to have on a cup contending team, or maybe even like a 4C. But I like the way he's played since he's come back from that injury this year. So we'll see what happens. But I have nothing against Ryan Strome's play this year at all. And then here is the World Juniors just started yesterday. And the Ducks have 5 prospects competing in the World Juniors. They got Lassie Bilius. He's the defenseman. He was in the 2025 draft. He was drafted in the second round, 60th overall. He's representing Finland. And with his regular team, he's played 30 games with 1 goal and 5 assists. And that's in the Liga lead with Assat. And then you also got Daryl Ulankis. He's also a defenseman. Let's see. He was drafted in 2024, 7th round pick, 214th overall. He is representing Latvia. He's played 13 games, 3 goals, 10 assists for the OHL Flint Firebirds. Next up, you got Eric Nielsen, forward. He was drafted in 2025, second round, 45th overall. He is representing Sweden. He's played 16 games. He has 3 goals, 3 assists, and he's playing in the NCAA with Michigan State. And then Lucas Pettersson, another forward, drafted in 2024, second round, 35th overall. He is also representing Sweden. He's played 26 games, 9 goals, 4 assists, and that's in the Swedish Hockey League for Brynäs. And then last but not least, Elijah Neuenschwander, goalie in the 4th round of, I believe it was this last year. I don't know why I didn't put the year. 104th overall. He is representing Switzerland. He's played 2 games in the Swiss U21 Elite League for HC Fromberg Grotturen. He's played 2 games, a 1.5 was that 1.50 goals against average and 2 0-0. And he's played 8 games in the Swiss League EHC Chur, 8 games, 2.66 goals against average, 904 save percentage, and a 5-3-0 record. And that's it for Ducks news.
So I'm going to go to my junior news, and then we'll go to league news.
Okay.
So the Kings prospects, obviously Cody shared that the World Junior started yesterday. They start off with a 4-1 record. Jan Chovan logged heavy minutes as Slovakia lost 3-2 to Sweden. I gave you a lot of the information on our prospects last week, so I'm not going to go through all their stats as it was because I did it last week. And then goalie Petteri Rimpinen wins as Finland defeats Denmark 6-2. And then forward Brendan McMorrow was the player of the game as USA defeats Germany 6-3. Then in the Canada versus Czechia game, which had 3 Kings prospects playing, Wojtek Sihar for Czechia, and Carter George and Liam Greentree for Canada. And Carter George got the win as Canada beat Czechia 7-5. That was a really tough. Czechia is one of the teams it's a championship possible, and then they can come back, possibly win it after losing just to Canada 7-5. So it was a hell of a game. So that will be on the NHL Network if you guys have that. USA beating Germany 6-3 was wonderful. Canada winning 7-5. Sweden will only winning 3-2 against Slovakia. So it's going to be highly competitive. Finland, all these teams are great, have great prospects. It's fun to watch. See your future Kings, Ducks, or maybe if you're fans of another team, one of your prospects could be playing in this. And I can remember telling Cody about a guy named John Gibson. I go, hey, USA's got this guy named John Gibson. He looks really good, because I had watched some pre-World Junior games with the USA playing, and Gibson was in goal for him. And then he turned out pretty good for the Ducks for quite a while. So let's go on to league news. The NHL is working on a major presentation and structural changes to the decentralized draft format for 2026. Now, we don't have all the details for that, but they are working on it. Other news, Oilers goalie, new goalie, Tristan Jarry is out a few weeks with a lower body injury. And then Hurricanes forward Seth Jarvis and defenseman Jacob Slavin are both week to week with upper body injuries. And then
can you do league news and then just go straight into your Kings games? I got to take care of something real quick.
Yeah, I got you covered, bro.
All right, thank you.
No problem. Kraken defenseman Brandon Montour will miss about 4 weeks due to a hand injury. That's an ex-Duck, by the way. Sidney Crosby, with 2 points against Montreal, has passed Mario Lemieux for the most points in Penguins franchise history. The 38-year-old star has now 1,724 career points in 1,387 career games. And he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. No doubt about it. Classy guy. I'm a big fan of Sidney Crosby. I love to watch him play. Then the Maple Leafs have fired assistant coach Mark Savard. Frank Saravelli says there's a strong possibility that the Oilers could pursue Marc-Andre Fleury if the veteran goalie decides to come out of retirement this season. And I'll be honest with you, with him being retired, I miss the Marc-Andre Fleury, Sidney Crosby little reels they do, picking on each other. I mean, it's pretty comical if you have not seen them. Look them up on YouTube, fans. They're very creative. The Philadelphia Flyers have announced that Tyson Forrester underwent successful arm surgery on Monday and is expected to be out 5 months. That's a blow to the team. And then the Edmonton Oilers and forward David Tomasek have agreed to a contract termination. This will be happening, and Tomasek will return to the SHL. I mean, I already kind of gave you it's kind of some extra news about Jarry. He did get hurt in the second period of a 3-1 win against the Boston Bruins on Thursday. It was Jarry's third game since being acquired by the Oilers in a trade with the Pittsburgh Penguins on December 12th. Well, let's go to the Kings recap for games last week. First of all, let's go to the Columbus Blue Jacket game on the Monday, the 22nd. Let me just pull up my stats real quick. So let's go to the scoring first. First period, Mason Marchment scored his 6th on the power play from Severson his 9th and Voronkov is 11th at the 4:07 mark on a wrist shot to put the Blue Jackets up 1-0. Then it was Mason Marchment again on the power play from Severson his 10th and Boone Jenner his 10th on a deflection to put the Blue Jackets up 2-0. Then in the second period, the Kings get on the board with Andrei Kuzmenko getting his 6th from Anderson his 6th and Doughty his 9th on a wrist shot at the 18:41 mark. So after 2 periods, it's the Blue Jackets 2, Kings 1. We go to the third period, and at the 14:16 mark, Kirill Marchenko gets his 11th again on the power play from Matterchuk is 8th and Fantilli is 11th on a snapshot. And that ends the scoring and the game. The Kings lose the game 3-1, giving up 3 power play goals to the Blue Jackets. Let's go to the stats. Blue Jackets outshoot the Kings 30-24. On the face-offs, it was Blue Jackets 53.3%, and the Kings 46.7%. Here's where you lose the game. 7 power plays. They give up 7 power plays, and they score on 3 of them for 42.9%, which is a very high percentage. But the Kings got 5 power plays and scored none. Since obviously this is probably one of the reasons that Hiller's getting involved in the power play, because Kings fans, you can go ahead and put anything into the notes about how poor the Kings power play is. Hits, the Kings out hit them 19-15. Block shots, Blue Jackets 12, Kings 10. Giveaways, we win that one again, 15-14. And takeaways goes to Columbus 6-4. Let's go to the 3 stars of the game. I don't know, maybe they could throw Kuzmenko in there for scoring. But no, it's that was a reach. Marchenko was the 3rd star with a goal. Severinson with 2 assists was the 2nd star. And Markman with 2 goals was the 1st star. So that's the Blue Jackets game.
You good there?
I'm good. I'm going to go to my second game, and then you can do all your stuff.
Well, let me do one of mine. That way, if I have to leave again, you have something else to talk about.
He's on call, by the way, people. So
yes, sorry. I work for a propane company, and I'm on call. So if something happens, I have to take a call. Normally, I can usually do it after, but this one we have other people working today, so.
Cody? Are you there, Cody?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah. You disappeared for a minute. So do you want to move on?
All right. Am I back?
You're back. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Sorry. Sorry. I don't know why I'm having technical issues too. No, I do not sell I do sell propane, but not propane accessories. And I know what that's from because I've heard it like a million times. I tell people I work in propane. It's from King of the Hill. Yeah, I've heard that way too many times. All right, here's the Ducks game. The Ducks hosted the Columbus Blue Jackets. Again, for the second time they played each other, and they played Columbus on the second game of a back-to-back in the same week. Ridiculous. But in the first period, we got the scoring started with Mikael Granlund getting his 6th of the year. Owen Zellweger with his 10th assist, and Frank Vatrano his 3rd assist. And that was at the 2:14 mark. So it happened pretty quickly, which is very rare for the Ducks to actually get the scoring started that quickly, especially since they usually give up the first goal. And then Jacob Trouba, 45 seconds later, gets his 6th of the year to make it 2-0 Anaheim. Ryan Poehling with his 11th assist, and Clorn with his 9th assist, and that was at the 3-minute mark. So it's 2-0 Ducks at this point, and then Dmitry Voronkov gets his 13th of the year on the power play for Columbus, so it's 2-1 Anaheim. And then we move into the second period. Mason Marchment again scores for Columbus. God, I want to say that's a pretty good move for Columbus. If they so after getting him, he's already scored 4 or 5 goals since being over there. But Mason Marchment gets his 5th of the year, and we're tied 2-2. But then Mason McTavish, 10 minutes later, gets his 8th of the year. Ross Johnston, his 8th assist of the season. So already he has surpassed his point total, personal season best. And he's already done that in just assist alone this year, which is crazy. So it's 3-2 Anaheim right now. And then we go into the third period. Zach Werenski again gets his scores a goal against the Ducks. That's his third goal in 2 games against the Ducks this year. So now we're tied 3-3. But then I know something happened. Troy Terry, I know, took a shot and it hit Zach Werenski right on the foot, and he had a hard time getting off the ice. And I know they even end up taking a too many men penalty because Werenski was still on the ice when the player came on to kind of take over for him, but he still wasn't even close enough to do it. So the Columbus took a penalty. But Pavel Minchakov, man, he's played great after those after being healthy, scratched a few times. He gets his 4th of the year. Mikael Granlund gets his 8th assist, and Gudis his 7th assist. And that is the game winner for the Ducks. The Ducks win this one 4-3 against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Let's see, where's the shots? Come on, where is it? All right, here we go. The Ducks did outshoot them 28-26. And again, of course, we lost the faceoff percentage, 57.4 to 42.6. We were 0 for 3 on the power play. Of course we were. And Columbus was 1 for 2. We out-hit them 19-12, 26 block shots to 11 in favor of Anaheim. And we tied the season series with Columbus, but we stole that one in Columbus. But each game was 4-3, which is kind of crazy. The 3 stars of the game. It's not showing me the 3 stars. Hold on. 3 stars of the game. You had Mason McTavish with the 1 goal, with the 1 point for the 3rd star. Pavel Minchakov with the game-winning goal. He's the number 2 star. And then Mikael Granlund is the number 1 star with the 1 goal and 1 assist. And while I was talking, we got a few people in the Instagram live chat. Deshaun says, I went to all Kings games this week, minus the Ducks game tonight. Like I was planning to as a Christmas gift to myself, but I think I'll avoid it because it has been absolutely brutal. And he also said maybe the real Christmas gift is avoiding watching the Kings take a beatdown in person tonight because it's been absolutely brutal. He also apologizes for the low engagement today, but he says he's driving, but he's listening. But hey, I appreciate you're in the chat and you're listening. We always appreciate that. And he also said, Merry Christmas to you guys, and I hope you guys have a great end to the year.
Awesome.
Thank you for that, Desand. We really appreciate all of that. And I hope you had a Merry Christmas too. And the end of the year will depend on how much I get stuff to do on call. All right. Do you want to do your next game real quick, or you want me to go real quick?
You can just keep going if you want.
All right, I'll keep going. All right, so the Ducks hosted the Seattle Kraken. This one really, I don't know why this one really pissed me off. But Frederick Gaudreau got the scoring start in this one. There was no scoring in the first period. Gaudreau scored in the second to take a 1-0 lead for Seattle on the power play. So it seems like we're giving up a lot of power play goals, but not scoring on any of our power play goals. And that was at the 4:49 mark. And then Mikael Granlund ties the game 1-1 with his 7th goal of the year. That was Trouba's 11th assist and Lacomb's 16th assist. And that was at the 15-14 mark. And that was off a tip-in shot. And then the third period was just like the whole second and third period, I felt like it was all Ducks, just no scoring for the Ducks. And so the Ducks lose this one because of Jordan Eberle alone, pretty much. Jordan Eberle scores his 11th of the year to make it 2-1 Seattle, and that was at the 10:04 mark. And then he scores an empty netter to make it 3-1, and that was his 12th of the year. And like Adam says right here, the Seattle game sucks because the Ducks dominated the game but lost to a goalie. Yes, we lost to Grubauer made 40 saves in this game, which is crazy. I didn't think we were going to get goalied by Grubauer of all goalies, but like I said, the Ducks purely dominated this game. It was the Ducks should have easily won this game, and it was annoying. Like I got to find a way how to look up how many times players hit post, because I want to say Troy Terry hits a post almost every game, and I know the Ducks hit at least 1 or 2 a game too. That's just what it feels like. But we got to be scoring on the power plays too. Here are the stats for the game. The Ducks outshot them 41-21. Yes, 41-21, and we only scored 1 goal on Philip Grubauer. The face-off percentage. Hey, this is something I don't think I've ever seen before. The Ducks won a face-off battle, 57.4 to 42.6. And again, this is how we lose games. You let in a power play goal, but you don't score any power play goals. Each team had 24 hits. Each team, let's see, we got outblock shocked 13-12. And so far, the Ducks are 0 for 2 against Seattle this year. Both games losing 3-1, which is just, like I said, not very good. Like I said, I believe it was Dostal in net for this one. I'm trying to pull it up. Dostal was in net, stopped 18 of 20 shots. Like I said, one even strength, 1 power play, 900 save percentage. All around, just not a very great game. Like the Ducks should have easily won this one. And that's the annoying part. So let's go to the 3 stars. Radko Gudas was the number 3 star. Mikael Granlund was the number 2 star with the 1 goal. And then, I mean, I can see why they put him here, because he was good, but I don't know why. I felt like more lucky than good. But Philip Grubauer was the number 1 star with the 1 goal against average and a 976 save percentage. So that was our 2 games for the week. And then Kevin put in the chat, happy Saturday, fellas. Hope your Christmas and anniversary were good. And yes, they were both very great. Good.
Yes, and Merry Christmas to you, Kevin.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you, Kevin.
He's one of our big fans. He typically makes comments almost every week, so we appreciate having loyal fans like Kevin.
Yes.
And not to mention he's a Kings fan too, so.
Yeah. All right, you want to do your last game now?
I'll adopt you as a son, Kevin, just because I need one son that's a Kings fan. Yes. We also played the Kraken and at home 2 days before Christmas. And again, goals are not plentiful for the Kings, but let's go to the scoring real quick. Jordan Eberle gets his 13th from Beniers, his 16th, and Stevenson his 13th on the power play again. That's 4 straight goals from the power play they gave up. This was at 1 minute, 10 seconds of the first period. Then Gaudreau gets his 3rd from Tolvanen, his 16th, and Mahura, his 2nd, ex-Duck right there, on a wrist shot at the 7:26 mark. And then Ben Myers gets his 2nd from Elise.
Hold on.
Jeez.
Let me pull up your game. Hold on. Which goal are you looking at?
The 3rd one.
Alexiak,
and his 4th, and Tolvanen his 17th, 3-0 after the first period. No, I take that back. Sorry. All this happened in the second period. There was no scoring in the first period, so I apologize. Kevin Fiala gets his 13th unassisted, and if you want to, I think that they tried to, send the puck around. It hit him in the leg and went in the net. So lucky goal for that goal for the Kings. It's now 3-1. Or maybe that was not the one. Maybe that was a week before. Maybe it's the next goal. There was one. No, I take it back. There was a goal last week, I think, where they got one off the leg. But Fiala got one on a backhand shot, unassisted for his 13th. To make it 3-2, we go to the third period. Kuzmenko gets his 7th from Clark, his 11th, and Doughty his 10th on a wraparound shot. And that was at the 8:45 mark. And unfortunately, that's where it ends. Let's go to the stats. We outshoot the Kraken 37-28. How do you outshoot somebody by 9 shots and score less goals? I don't know. But
trust me, we did it too. I was down 41-21.
Yeah. We actually had more power plays and scored less goals on the power play than the Kraken. They only had 2 power plays, went 1 for 2, and we went 0 for 3. Hits, we hit them 25-17, but block shots, it was 19-5. How do you only block 5 shots in a game? I don't understand how this team, how we even can be in a wild card position, but we are. To me, we're a non-playoff team the way we play. Giveaways, we gave away 15, only got 13 back from them. On takeaways, it was 6-5. The 3 stars of the game, Kuzmenko got to be the 3rd star. We got a token 3rd star even from our home media with a goal. Tolvanen got 2 assists for the 2nd star. Myers with a goal got the 1st star of the game. So another week of just poor play by the Kings, hopefully with Hiller getting more involved with the power play, which I wonder why it took this long. Maybe something can happen today. I mean, I actually predicted them to beat the Ducks, but I'm not really confident in that. So, and that's the last game for last season, or not last season, but last week. We did have a comment from our executive producer.
Well,
how did everyone enjoy?
Let's do them in order. Adam does say Yankees suck.
Oh,
yeah. And then Kevin put, I'm a fan of the podcast forever, but at this rate, who knows how long I'll be a Kings fan.
Yeah, I understand that.
And then how did everyone enjoy the Christmas special? 'Twas the night before Christmas, the Royally Quacked edition. That was so difficult to do.
It took less. Took less takes than the video I had to make. I run the parking ministry at our church. It took 18 takes, and I actually really worked on knowing my script for that. It was all the other things they wanted me to do with. The whole street smelled like burnt rubber because I had to skid to a stop right in front of the church, and that took like 5 takes right there. And then once I did that, then he's moving the camera at me, and I kept getting a little farther with a whole lot less than we had to do on our podcast for that. 'Twas the night. Anyways, it took 18 takes for that. What you saw was 9 takes. We really did not memorize what we were speaking about.
No.
And
there were some tongue twisters.
There were some tongue twisters in there. And we had a couple bobbles in there, not to mention we were reading the script, instead of knowing it, looking at the camera. We apologize for that. But I thought the content was incredible.
Yeah. And then Kevin also put Kuzmenko catching fire, 4 goals in his last 7 and 2 on the power play.
Well, he was one bright spot. Him and Fiala been scoring, but when's the last time Byfield scored a goal?
Yes.
Does anybody else? I hear crickets. Do you hear anybody else hear crickets? I hear crickets.
And then Adam says the Kings only look okay because the Pacific sucks overall. Which I kind of see a point.
Yeah. You know what's funny about that? But the last 2 seasons, the Stanley Cup Finals had a Pacific Division team in there.
Yeah.
Won't be 3 in a row. I can't see it. I mean, Colorado looks unstoppable. Minnesota's really tough. I can't see it being a Pacific Division.
Yeah.
So totally agree with you.
Yeah. All right. And then what do we have next on the agenda? Predictions.
Oh, lovely.
All right. So I kind of remember mine from last week, I believe.
I wrote mine down. I did not write yours down.
Let's see. So I had it right here, I believe. So let's see, Kings. Where is it? So I predicted the Kings would lose the Ducks would lose tonight 3-2 in overtime. That was my prediction for tonight's game.
Yeah. And I predicted last week 5-4 Kings victory because that was exact score last time. We seem to be able to score goals against the Ducks, but nobody else. And I have them winning also, the Kings. Not confident in that prediction because I suck. I'm 10 games under 500 right now. And Cody, I was wrong. You were 1-1 last week. So you're 17 and 21.
Okay, cool. Still not good, but not bad. So for my predictions, so obviously I have the Ducks losing tonight 3-2 in overtime. On Monday, the Ducks will play against the San Jose Sharks. I'm predicting a 5-3 win on that one. It's not, and honestly, the Ducks fans, I'm gonna let you know, this is not the same Sharks team we played at the beginning of the year. This is a different Sharks team. Like they look better than we expected that they would look this year. So, and then the next 2 games, it's not gonna be pretty. But on Wednesday, on New Year's Eve, I believe that's a very early game. I believe I'll have to double check that. But I have the Ducks playing against the Tampa Bay Lightning, and I have them losing 4-2 that game. And yes, that is a 1:00 Pacific Standard Time start that day. And then on Friday, on the game that we would consider the end of the first half of the season, the Ducks will host the Minnesota Wild, game number 41, and I have them losing 5-2 to the Minnesota Wild. So I have the Ducks going technically 1-3 this week.
Okay. Well, I already gave you my prediction for the Kings Ducks tonight, but let's go to the other 2 games. On Monday, they play the Colorado Avalanche, which has the best record in hockey right now. I have them losing 6-2. And then on Thursday, we play the Tampa Bay Lightning, and I have them losing 5-2. And that's my predictions for I have them going 1-2.
Yeah. So, all right. We did have one question.
Okay.
In the chat. Let me pull it up. When he sent it to me, he meant to do something else, but he asked, this is more towards me, but you can answer it too. Who was the better draft pick in the 2023 draft? Fantilli or Carlson? So I have their stats here. I haven't really fully looked at them, but without looking at stats and everything, I know we see Carlson more than we see Fantilli.
I've seen a little bit of Fantilli. Very good player.
No, yeah, very good. and everything like that. Because this comes from Instagram account CBJ Hub, so he's the Columbus Blue Jackets Instagram account.
I would think right now, from what I've seen this season, that Carlson has a step just above Fantilli, but Fantilli's been playing pretty well.
Okay, so I'm gonna just do career stats first. I don't know
Okay.
if this includes this year
If
or
it's
not.
career stats, I think maybe
It inc-
Fantilli might be a little ahead of him on
So
career
right
stats.
now, career games, Fantilli's played in 167 games. Let's see if I can actually pull them up side by side. That might be there we go. Actually, that's easier. Wow, that's actually kind of funny. All right. So they've both played 167 games.
Wow.
Exactly. Fantilli has 55 goals, 49 assists for 104 points. And he's a negative 29
Okay.
in plus minus. Carlson, 167 games played, 49 goals, 66 assists for 115 points. And he's a plus 5. So pretty similar stats between the two.
Yeah, Carlson's slightly better.
Carlson's slightly better, but like
but the
but here,
plus,
yeah, the plus is the big thing.
yeah, plus minus is huge
Yeah,
difference.
I mean, he's a whole what 36 goals. He's I want to say what 36? Yeah, 36.
Well, he's a plus 5. What was Fantilli?
Negative 29, so 36. Right?
34. You said plus 5, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's 34.
Let's see, minus 30, or sorry, minus 29.
Just add the two together.
Add them together.
And that's how many more, because he's a plus. Carlson's a plus. So it'd be 30. He's 34.
No, that's not right. Oh, yeah. Is it 34?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because he's a plus 5. The other guy's a minus 29. So it takes 29 goals for him to catch up to him. And then Carlson's a plus 5. So he's 34 goals or ahead of him as far as plus minus goes.
Yeah. I don't know why that just doesn't sound. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. My math ain't mathing today. I haven't finished my cup of coffee. See, I got it, Mom. I got my new mug. Oh, the coffee tastes great.
And we had to get a few barks in from Milo.
Yeah, I don't know what he's barking at. Who knows? So I still haven't really answered it. I want to say, I think overall, I want to say Carlson's going to be the better one overall. But I mean, Fantilli is just right. He's also right there. And I think what they said was like, I think they even said Fantilli is going to be the better player right away, but Carlson could be the better player long term. So, but like I said, they're both year 3 in their career. Still a little too early to really tell who is the better, like going to be the better player for the rest of their career, because things can change really quick.
Yeah. Well, the one thing about plus minus is you only have some control of how your plus minus is, because you have 4 other guys on the ice with you every time a goal scored or a goal against.
Yeah.
So, and obviously the Ducks have, what is he plus this year?
Carlson, he is a plus 10. Fantilli is a negative 12 this year.
So it was a lot closer going into this year, because he was a minus 17, and Carlson was a -5 if going into the season before the season started. So he's got 10. He's a +10, so that makes him a +5. And the
Yeah.
-12 kills poor Fantilli because yeah, I mean, that's a 27 goal. No, not 27, 17 goal difference.
Okay.
Right? No, he's +10 this year, you said. So no, it's a 20, 22.
Welcome to Royally Quacked, where we don't know how to do math anymore.
Yeah, why you make me second guess when you go, I'm not sure that's right.
It's too
So
early. It's a hockey show, not a mathematician show.
yeah, thank God it's not, because we'd be fired by now.
Mug looks good. Thank you. Appreciate it. The coffee tastes great out of it too. Anymore.
Any more what?
Like the math.
No.
Let's see. If you guys have any other questions, drop them in. Like I said, if you had got any Ducks or Kings gear, or if you got tickets, like a certain someone did. Do you still have the ticket?
I believe it's over next to my bed.
Oh, you want to go grab it real quick and show everyone?
You want me to go grab it?
Yeah,
I guess
go
you
grab
do.
it.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll be back.
So, like I said, anyone in the chat, drop any questions if you got anything, like any Ducks or Kings gear you got for Christmas, or even New Year's resolutions. What's your New Year's resolution? Mine, for I want to say the 20th year in a row, I'm trying to lose weight. Oh, this one I really want to start that. So, drink more water, probably more black coffee, less energy drinks and soda. So, oh, here it is.
I don't know. Can you guys see that?
No, because you're hiding. You probably have to take the thing off the screen. Oh, kind of see it.
There it is.
Yeah.
You mean take the background off?
Yeah, and then people can see it better. Maybe hold it straight up. Nope, that made things worse.
Let me see. I can get rid of the background real quick.
I wonder if I can actually put it on here. Hold on, let me see if I can do it. Hold on, don't do it yet. I could probably pull it up. Give me a sec. And we can see it in color. Where did it go? I know I have it somewhere. Oh, here it is. I'll put it right here.
So you have it?
I have it. I'll pull it up. Let me share screen. Go. Boom. Share. So there's the ticket.
Looks better there.
Yeah. So I actually made the ticket. Since nobody gets paper tickets anymore and everything like that. So I grabbed the King Center Ice here and put it here. The date, the time, where the game is. Ticket number is 012345678 9. The Kings are wearing their third jersey, so that's why I use this, this jersey with Kopitar, and I use this logo versus the Wild. It's game number 40, and that's why. And I put the 2 Stanley Cups because I hate that I'm going to say this, but the Kings have won 2 Stanley Cups. That's why you see 2. So I even added that. I don't know if you noticed that part. But yeah, this is actually like I want to say the legit like center ice for the Kings too.
Well, Adam, if you were here, it'd be the blind leading the blind leading the blind. So that's enough out of you.
The blind leading the blind.
Yeah. Leading the
Yeah.
blind if he was here.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I'm excited for that game. I mean, I don't think I've seen Quinn Hughes play, or I don't know if I've ever seen Minnesota Wild play live. I
I don't
can't
think
remember
I
if I
have.
have. So that's the one thing I always like to try and do. Oh, we got to chat in the Instagram live. DeSound says that's awesome ticket. Bring back paper stubs. I kind of agree with that. I do miss having the paper stubs sometimes.
Yeah, it could be collector item.
They could be. I know there was one team that would do it. That like they would actually send you the paper, but it costs a little extra. I just made my own. So but I agree.
Well,
I like the paper stubs. The only issue with the paper stubs is if you forget your ticket, you're kind of screwed.
so I'm assuming, Adam, you're the less retarded one.
Slightly.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so real quick, do you have any New Year's resolutions for you and the Kings?
Yeah, let's score a bunch of goals.
I'm gonna laugh like one game they just score like 30 goals, and the rest of the time they're just like 1-0, 1-0, 1 the rest of the season.
That's probably not going to happen.
Okay, from now till next year when we do this podcast,
Yes.
what do you want to see different for the Kings?
I think, honestly, I'm to the point where I want to see someone that's not the blind leading the blind, like Adam said. I think we need a change. I mean, we're a okay playoff team is all we've been,
Yeah.
and it hasn't gotten any better. So I think change needs to come.
What kind of change?
Coach, maybe even leadership. Bring in somebody that can bring excitement back to Kings hockey, because we have to all be honest. It's not exciting. It's kind of a boring hockey. Am I wrong on that?
No.
I'm just being honest. It's boring hockey. We score 1 or 2 goals if we're lucky, and we're losing. So why not? Let's ramp up the offense and see what we can do with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we didn't win a lot as a Triple Crown line, but everybody was loving to go to a Kings game back then.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, you watch the Ducks play and there's excitement.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of guys. They probably got 4 or 5 guys scoring more than any other King. Other than, Kempe might be in the mix of that with them, but there isn't anybody else even close to what 5 of the top scoring Ducks are doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and both teams need to figure out special teams.
Yeah.
They really need to figure out special teams. I mean, what was that? Was it 4 or 5 power play goals in a row? They didn't give up anything 5-on-5. Or maybe 1 in 2 games?
Yeah. No, I would say for the for the Ducks, figure out special teams, figure out how to score when not everything is on the rush. and just be all around better. Like, still keep the offensive game that we're playing, but also better. We need to play better defensively. Like, I feel like we need a little bit more defensive help. I think we need a little bit more depth when it comes to like the defensive play. Like, McTavish hasn't been very good on defensively. Beckett Seneca's not very good defensively. Vetrano's not good defensively. Like, I hate to say it, but like sometimes that fourth line is the one that has better offensive times in the offensive zone, better than the top 6 lines do. Or sorry, the top 6 do. Like, when I see like Ross Johnston out there with Harkins and was it Vetrano or Nestorenko? Sometimes they keep the puck in the O zone longer than Carlson's line does or McTavish's line does. They get the pucks deep. I want more of that from the top lines.
Well, let me just read what Kevin said. It still doesn't feel great when we win because of how boring the games are. At this point, I'd rather lose but play aesthetically pleasing hockey. I can't disagree. I agree more with you, Kevin, because it is boring hockey.
Yeah.
It worked well, but we actually scored goals in 12 and 14.
Yeah.
We're not scoring goals. I mean, we got the defense is there, most except for on the power play. I mean, our penalty kills is sucking right now. So, I mean, we got to do something.
I feel like once Kopitar is retired, I think you guys need to change a whole new system. Stop playing that defensive first kind of thing. Like, it seems like you guys have always been a defensive first kind of team, and that's why it's always been kind of what Kevin's saying. It's kind of boring. Now the players can play defensively. Add an offensive minded coach to this team, and add that to their repertoire instead of just defense. Like, the Kings can, hold the teams to less goals, but they're also not scoring a lot, and that's what's hurting them. So I feel like getting an offensive-minded coach might help them overall, and I think it's just a whole new structure needs to be changed for the Kings.
Well, the sad thing is that you're right in a lot of aspects, but they're looking at defense first and sacrificing offense for defense. And you can't win a championship in any sport without at least a solid defense. Okay.
Yeah, even what Kevin says, with Deneau gone and Kopi leaving, a great opportunity for a shift to an offensive style. And honestly, maybe that's what's holding Byfield back.
Well, you take a look at it, look what Carlson's done this year.
Yeah.
You brought in a new coach. I believe the prior coaches were all trying to, they were holding back some of the talent you had on your team.
Yeah.
Carlson seems like he's free to go offensively when he wants to. Terry has looked very free. Gaudier's. I mean, Seneca.
Yeah.
I mean, Byfield does some fantastic things. I mean, he's not awful. He's not scoring.
Yeah.
He's really responsible defensively. He goes out and plays tough defense. He needs to work with Jarrett Stoll and Kopitar at practice every day in faceoffs. What I just kind of felt like he's been held back, and I don't know if we're really seeing the total offensive guy we could have in him, because I think he's fast, he's big. I mean, there's not a lot of guys his size with his speed that he could be a very fantastic player, or is it he holding himself back?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I mean, I so want to see him succeed. I can't believe it. Because
Yeah.
it would be fun to have someone in the scoring race. I mean, Kempe was in it at the start of the season, and then he slid off while negotiating his new contract, and he's starting to ramp it up a little bit. But basically, him and Kuzmenko, if they don't score, or Armia's almost got double the goals of Byfield.
Crazy.
Armia is a defensive specialist. If he can do it, why can't Byfield? So, and I have spoken.
I have spoken. All right. Well, if I don't see any other questions, anything in the chat. But real quick, there's going to be a watch party at Noble Ale Works on January 16th. The Mighty Ducks Club will be there. I know the Halos in the infield and the Cantella Chronicles, they're the one that is hosting the party at Noble Ale Works. I believe the game time is at 7:30, but everything starts at 7. I will be there for sure. It's on a Friday night, so I could definitely be there, and I don't have to be on call that week. So I will be there. I believe you're still a maybe, right?
Yeah,
we'll just say maybe.
I think I'm going to be able to do it.
Yeah,
we'll see. I need to talk to someone. I mean, long as I worked a Sunday where I haven't got that time off again, and so I'm going to take it that day if they'll allow me to.
Yeah.
So
everyone, please, it's free to come. You're gonna have a great time. There's gonna be giveaways. There's gonna be a food vendor, some clothing vendors. It's gonna be a great time. And my mom will be there, so I think we're riding together. So it'll be fun. And that is also the same day as the Color Rush game, where the Ducks will wear their orange unis and the Kings wear their black uniforms. So I like that. So everyone show up, be there, please. Like I said, it's free for everyone, all ages. Come have a great time and root on for the, if you're a Ducks fan, root for the Ducks. If you're a Kings fan, root for the Kings. But just so you know, it's right next to the pond, so it's more gonna be probably more Ducks people. But all is welcome and everything. We hope everyone has fun. I might as well, since I'm already talking, make sure you hit the like button on YouTube if you haven't done so already. Also, tell your family and friends, help us get to the 100 subscriber mark. We have 5 days left? 4 or 5 days left to get to that mark. I'm bad at math today.
4 days left.
4 days left, and we need 13 more subscribers. So help us get there. Hit the subscribe button. Tell your family and friends.
5 including today.
5 including today, and this is on Saturday. We're saying this. So before Thursday, we need 13 more subscribers. Please help us hit that goal. That is the goal, 100 subscribers. And thank you. We actually hit 1,000 followers on Instagram too the other day. So thank you for doing that. I would have made a post sooner, but I kept going like 1,000, 999, 1,000, 1,001, 990. I was like, stop doing this. So then once we got to like 1,005, I'm like, okay, I think it's safe to put the post out now. So thank you for helping us get to 1,000 followers on Instagram. We appreciate every single one of you. Do you have anything else to add before we get out of here?
I want you to have a very safe and happy New Year.
Yes,
everyone.
That's the most important thing.
Safe and happy.
Yes, I agree. We're not doing anything because I'm on call, but we usually don't do anything anyways for New Year's, so we'll probably just stay home and watch a movie or show.
I don't know what we're doing.
And
if it's stay home, it's okay with me.
I'm okay with it too. It's too expensive to go out and Uber and everything. I just don't want to deal with people unless I have to.
Yeah, it's one of the higher DUI nights in the year.
Yeah. And Adam, happy New Year's, guys. Happy New Year to you too, Adam.
Absolutely,
To Kevin,
Adam.
to Mom, everyone in the chat, the sound and the Instagram live, all of our followers, everyone that's listening to this, even on the audio side on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to. Happy New Year. Everyone be safe out there. And we hope everyone had a great holiday season as well.
And I guess we will talk to you again all next year.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next year.
And don't forget, go Kings go.
Let's go Ducks.
See you next week, guys.
A father and son, a bond so strong, talking hockey all day long. Royally Quacked, their podcast show, sharing stories, highs and lows. From the Kings to the Ducks they go. Shout and go Kings go, Quack Quack they cheer. A father and son, their passion sincere.